Hey folks, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the day by day. No, it's not day by day. Oh my gosh. Free to play. Today is the 12th so we missed the 11th because back at the grind. It's after midnight. It's about 12:40. I need to be in bed in less than an hour. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we'll make it work, hopefully. Hope you're doing well. Gotta tell you, Tuesday was, I use the word interesting a lot, but it was not what you'd expect, I guess, probably the best way to say it. Unanticipated type things came up. I know I've talked before about stuff not having to be like this. And this is another case of that. And I wish I could tell you more, but maybe we'll get there. I mean, it's not. It boils down to, why do people wait? Why do people wait? I guess is the best teaser, if you will, I can give. Why am I doing that? But yeah, I've always wanted to know, or wanted to figure out why people live where they live. Because I grew up in a rural, I don't even know if I would call it a suburb. It's more of an exurb, I guess. And it's not like it was close to any really big city. It was close to a medium-sized city. Well, back growing up, it was medium-sized. Now it's like ginormous, just because of the population growth that has happened in that area since I was a young kid. But the place where I grew up is still very rural, because it's just further than a lot of people want to drive. And to an extent, that's perfectly understandable. But the reason why we live there is because my dad wanted to take over the family business and run the family business. And that meant that you had to live in this particular location. And so we did. And, throughout the course of growing up there, things changed. And he had to change multiple jobs, but we never moved. But I think of, and my memories growing up there is like, I wish that there was a way that I could pick up my family I have here in the Midwest and move them back down to where I grew up and live there. But if it was feasible, I would. But because I just think it would be good for my kids to run out, to be able to run and play and enjoy the type of life that I had when I was growing up. Because that still largely exist in the town that I grew up in. Plus, it's in the South, so there's not all these whole, 6 months out of the year when you can't go outside, where you can, but you have to have like 15 layers of clothes on. You don't have to do that where I grew up. It's cold for like maybe 6 weeks, I think. Maybe 6 weeks. And then it's not cold anymore. And and that usually, it happens this time of year, January. It might be for 2 months. It might happen January, February type thing. But generally speaking, after that, it doesn't happen that much. And, it, even when it's still that temperature, it's like basically 30 or 40. Most of the time here, it's like, there's ice and, it gets down into the teens, and a couple weeks ago it was 0. And, we're about to have 3 or 4 snowstorms or storms in a row. I think the first one's going to hit tomorrow, and then there's one Thursday or something. No, the first one hit yesterday. The second one is supposed to hit tomorrow night. The third one's supposed to hit a Thursday night, maybe, and then another one Saturday night. And I'm like, why? But this instance of why do people wait so long pertains to people just putting off a decision that they could have made at any time, and then they find that stuff, and it was stuff that was there the whole time, but for whatever reason, now's the time they decided to act. And it's like, you couldn't have done this 6 weeks ago. You couldn't have done this before we got to this point. And I'm trying to be pretty vague, but I don't know that I'm doing a good job of that. But it's just one of those things of like, whether you realize it or not, you're one choice away. You're one step away from a whole new way of living your life, a whole new way of being who you're meant to be. Because in a lot of ways, we think we know that we think we're happy with where we are in life, but for a lot of us, we're afraid to entertain that there's something more, or that there might be something more. And so, because we're afraid of it, most of us, we don't even allow ourselves to go there. Because a lot of us, we want the truth, but only from a certain point of view. And if we don't get that certain point of view, then it's not our fault. It has to be somebody else's fault. And all too often, the only person whose fault it is the guy looking back at you when you look in the mirror. And you can make, you can say that all you want. And you can believe that all you want. Or you can end the cycle of, or you can end the perpetual cycle right now. And make it different. And instead of making the decision that you make every day, you can decide to make a different decision. And guys, I've alluded to my church, and I'm incredibly, the evangelist that was here in back in October for us. He's been back at a church in a neighboring town for, I think this is his third week that he's been there. And what he does is he'll do Sunday, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then basically after that Thursday he'll get up. Thursday him and his team will get up. They'll go back to wherever, get supplies. And then come back for these consecutive weeks and it hits. Because this guy that's been doing this has baptized about 400 people over the course of the past 3 weeks. And I found myself tonight being like, praying and be like, I wish this guy was here because it's what I need right now. And up until recently, I would say that I was never somebody that thought that way. That I was never like, I need this. I need revival. I need that. But just because of what happened today, yesterday, whatever, I found myself saying, I need this. I need circumstances to change. I need to be in this particular place right now. And I know that. And so with my job, I have a fortunate that I get left alone for a lot of it. And I just get to do my thing. So I'm in there as I'm, doing my thing, and I'm cleaning and I'm praying. And because I was like, because it just, everything that happened today just kind of like, I just needed something. And it's still something, and it's something that I still haven't obtained yet. I still haven't been able to obtain it yet. And that's sad. But that being said, we made some moves with the account. We got some stuff. You saw what it was. I think for being here, we're probably going to do another late night tomorrow night because same thing happened tomorrow night. Hopefully I won't be... We'll see what happens. But you don't have to keep doing what you've been doing. You can change. And change can be scary. But Just because it's scary doesn't mean it's not necessary. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Make sure to hold the line until then. Bye.